Hey everyone, welcome to Old Iron Garage. Thank you for tuning in. So today on the workbench, I have the carburetor, intake, air filter housing of the Bolens Husky 18 push mower. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a quick down and dirty cleaning is all I'm gonna do. Not gonna replace anything on it. I'm just going to give it a quick cleaning. Basically, I just want to see if I can get it running just well enough to see how well the engine will run, how well the thing will mow, stuff like that. And I will go through this a lot better later on. Anyways, I'm probably going to do some stuff off camera, maybe quite a bit of stuff off camera because I'm going to be trying to hurry. So I don't want to make this a long, drawn-out video. So I have plenty of videos already, going through carburetors. So yeah, let's just dive in. Well, let's get the air cleaner box off. I am going to make new gaskets for this thing. The intake gasket, I found that was a problem because well, it was somebody's homemade gasket, which would be fine, but it had a tear in it already. It didn't try to come off with the intake. When I took the intake and carburetor and all that off as one piece, it stayed with the engine block. But I looked at it closely, trying to figure out if I could pull that off in one piece or not, and realized it already has a tear in it before I even tried to pull it off. So that's that could be a problem. Could be a small vacuum leak there. Come on. Why be such a pain? Why not just come out easy? It's just that, it's a slotted head screw, so I'm using a flat head, so that, slides around in the slot. It just kind of is a pain in the butt. That's all. It's just being a pain in the butt. Let's put this up and out of the way for now. This gasket looks good, so I think I'm just going to leave that alone for now. I did have a magnet tray. I know I need to clean my bench again. This is what happens when I have multiple projects going on at the same time, which is, well, always. Nope, this one. I did, during my last video on this mower, I did go ahead and spray down all the hardware that I thought I may have to take apart with penetrating oil, so that should definitely help here, because this is one of the things I sprayed. This has probably not come apart in a long time, and it's just being very difficult. I can't just, once it gets loose, spin it off by finger because, well, it's rusted. Come on. Oh, why not just put a regular wrench on the other side? Because I don't have another 1/2-inch wrench handy. I'd have to go digging for one in the car in my cheap tool set that I keep in there. And yeah, I need to just get another whole second set of wrenches for here at home in the garage. I don't keep any wrenches in the house. We do have a small toolkit in there, but when piecing the household toolkit together, I'm like, what do I want my wife not using? What do I not want her to be able to take apart? You know, in case something quits working and she gets ambitious and thinks she can fix it. I hope my wife does not watch these videos. As a matter of fact, I know she doesn't. Unless there's something I want specifically to show her, which about everything on here, she's usually like, "That's nice, honey." I'm sure you know what that means. Uninterested. This carburetor on the side says Auto Magic, and it also says 24. What the? I can get the bolt to turn, but the nut does not want to. That seems kind of dumb. Would you just come on already? Why will this? Okay, now the nut will turn. I have never had such difficulty with a nut, with a through bolt and a nut on one of these Tecumseh carburetors. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. I wish there was a way for me to get my little impact on that. But the intake, well, both the carburetor and the intake are in the way. So if I could, I would have had this like zipped out a long time ago. Had I known this, I would have paused the video for this disassembly. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, now I can finally turn it by finger. Absolutely stupid. Alright, get off there. Sorry, I'm a little frustrated. Yeah, it says Auto Magic 24 back in here. Probably can't see it. Right above my finger. And it says 24 down there. Some numbers up here. I'm sure they don't matter right now. Still got some fluid in here. Some of that, let's shake it around for a little bit, because I put, before shutting it down last night, or the other night, I mean, and when I was tinkering around and trying to get this to self-clean by running stuff through it, I filled it with straight Berryman fuel system cleaner. So I wonder what that's going to come out looking like. We'll be able to tell by the color on the paper towel here what that looks like. Here we go. I'll try to keep the bowl tilted so we can retain some of it in there. And it's coming out looking pretty yellow. It went in the other evening clear, and now it's coming out yellow. Oh yeah, that's yellow, and there's a bunch of loose sediment in there. That's good. Means it was starting to clean. Means it was starting to loosen things. Okay, yeah, let's just dump that on the floor, right on the concrete. Let's just get rid of it. Out of my way anyway. This try to be careful with this rubber seal here. It's not in such great looking shape, but if we can keep it in one piece, that's something right there. we can temporarily reuse it. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that is not very good looking. It is dry rotted. Probably, well, you're not going to be able to see. Dry rotted pretty good. Oh yeah, that stuff on the inside of the carburetor bowl just wipes right up with my finger. Let's get this float off and see if that has any fluid in it. Try to leave the needle there if I can. Oh yeah, sounds nice and dry on the inside. Does not sound like there's any fluid in it. So I'll just need a little cleaning up. Let's take a look at the needle. Needle looks perfect. I bet you the guy that I got this from, there's a needle. He, well, you know what? Maybe he hasn't been in here because it looks pretty terrible in here. I mean, not absolutely terrible, but you know, I've seen far better ones. So maybe he has not been in here. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna set that in there, kind of start to free up some of the dirt and grime on the outside and give it a little quick brushing. I'm gonna get to work inside the carburetor bowl. Oh yeah, it's cleaning right up. Filling it with that Berryman stuff really did wonders. Makes my job super easy. I'm hoping that the ports, I was able to get some through all the ports that may be plugged, because what I was doing was I was trying to force it through the ports by, you know, covering the intake and making it like suck straight fuel through some of the ports. I'm going to need another paper towel, because this one that I was going to keep clean to put clean carburetor parts on, I kind of got dirty already. There we go. So I'm just going to give this a little squirt. Spray her out. Spray out the outside. Oh, I should have brushed the outside too. Let me do that. Try to clean that up a little. Yeah, it's cleaning up. Yeah, cleaned up all right. All right, let's just, bam. There it is. Let's go ahead and clean this. This is the bolt that goes on the bowl on the bottom. That seems good. Good enough for, you know, quick down and dirty cleaning. Let's clean the float. Get it wet a little bit. And where is my Scotch Brite pad? Here it is. Should probably move that out of your way. Try not to get my clean paper towel now dirty again. Excuse me. I'm not going to worry about getting this like perfectly clean. Next time it comes apart, I'll clean it up till it's like brilliant and bright looking. The way I would normally clean them when I have these apart and do a good carb cleaning. I'm just going to try to make sure I knock the crud off of it. All the stuff that's dried on. Okay. Wipe down my hands. And I think I'm going to go ahead from here and just, I'm going to go ahead and, sorry about that, continue cleaning parts off of video. I will bring you back if I find anything interesting. But I mean, other than that, it's just going to be typical run-of-the-mill carburetor cleaning, but down and dirty version. Anyways, so yeah, I'll bring you back when I find something interesting. I'll bring you back for reassembly. Alright, I'm back. You're probably wondering why I have the screw gun. Hold on. Steady the phone a little bit. Why I have the screw gun on the bench. So the little tube that goes up and into the... I'm having a brain fart. The little tube that goes up in there, that the fuel goes up, little brass tube, it's plugged. I couldn't get a tip cleaner all the way up through it. You can see this one tip cleaner, right, let me separate it from the others. Looks a little green. Matter of fact, you can see a little green on my finger, right there. Yeah. Ugh. So, I found a drill bit that fits. And, yeah. You can see some green on the drill bit, maybe. Let me clean that out of the threads now. And then I'm going to go at it again. I had the drill bit chucked in too far, so it couldn't really go deep enough. This drill bit's barely long enough to go all the way through if I have it chucked in the screw gun. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's spray some in here. A little bit. Come on. A little bit of carb cleaner in there. On the drill bit, and hurry up and get it in there. I was just about to say I got to be careful not to get my drill bit stuck in there because it's barely chucked up in the drill. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and there's another hole I got to clean out too. Another port that I've not cleaned out yet. Hang on. Jeez, this is ridiculous. There we go. Again, this is ridiculous. Can't get a good enough bite on this drill bit. See what's coming out of there? You see that on the tip of the drill bit? Nasty. She was plugged up good. I'm going to search for a little tool that I think I have, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I have one of these. It's got some drill bits in there, but I needed a little bit longer one, so I used this one. And we're gonna try again. I can definitely feel it grabbing and drilling out some of the crud. Oh yeah. I'm getting it, a little at a time. Yeah, we're getting there. We'll drill all the way to China. If we need to, I guess. All right, I see some stuff poking through. I see a drill bit poking through. See the drill bit? Right there, you should be able to see the tip of it poking through and turning around. Now I should be able to spray through now. Hang on. All right, I can spray through there now. Now there was some crud on the inside of the bore as well, up around the top of that, and that appears to be gone now. Let's just kind of clean the whole bore. All right, now I'm going to run a tip cleaner through after I clean it off. Got to clean the tip cleaner. The tip of the tip cleaner. All right. Do I have a bigger one? Yes, I do. Let's run that through. Yep, and now I'm going to go to the biggest one, which does not go through. Alrighty, got that cleared. So that was likely the biggest reason why this thing would not run at all on its own. Still need to spray out this little port. There's a tiny little hole on the side. Right there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Spray out all the ports one last time. All right, she's clean. I do still have to clean this. I had to take the butterfly valve out and the shaft for it, I guess. I'll bring you back in just a minute. Alrighty, well, here is the finished product. This is not a clean carb, but all the critical parts have been cleaned and all the dirt's been cleaned off the outside so that when I reassemble, I don't get any of that in the inside. It's been cleaned well enough that it should show signs of life. You can't really see in there, but it's clean. Yeah, all the ports, you can spray through everything. Yeah. So, I'm going to reassemble. Now, this throttle shaft does have some wear. I don't know if you can see. It does have some wear. If you look right there, right above my fingernail. So, that's a shame. Hopefully, it's just the throttle shaft, not the throttle body. That does appear that it may have some wear. Darn. Okay, well, all right. Let's go ahead and start getting it back together. All right, the spring is on there. Now, this butterfly valve will go in like so. It was a tight squeeze coming out. So it's going to be a tight squeeze going in. Come on. Get that cleaned off so I can kind of use that to clock my butterfly valve. There we go. It's a little better. Get in there. Wait a minute. I might have it in there. Yeah, I got it in wrong. Oh boy. It goes that way, so I gotta put it the other way. There we go. Now it went in. Let's clock it the right direction. There we are. So now I just got to put my little screw in, which I probably should put thread locker on, but I think it'll be all right for now. Come on, you. Make sure my screwdriver is clean. You don't want to, after you clean it, obviously you don't want to introduce any dirt to it. It's a magnetic tip screwdriver, so I can use it to pick it up and hopefully hold it until I can get the threads started. Until I can catch a thread. There we are. Yep. So now, just have to tighten her down. There we are. Now, let's do the float and the needle. And the float pin. What's going on here? Did that swell up or something? It seems that my needle's suddenly just too long. Like way too long. What's going on here? That's strange. My needle is not going in far enough now. What has happened? Did the cleaner swell it up or something? I'm going to pause the video here and I'll bring you guys back if I find something interesting. Alright guys, not good news. See if I can steady the camera. I went to investigate the needle seat. Because beforehand it was not, or the needle fit in there just fine. And after cleaning the carburetor, all of a sudden the needle can't go down in far enough. So I went to investigate it, and I got down in there with a little pick just to lightly kind of poke at it, and it was just barely poking at it, and then all of a sudden I seen a little piece of it. I was like, oh no, it started crumbling. So yeah, anyway, I ended up just digging it all out. There's a little piece of it. It swelled up. For some reason, the cleaner that I've used to clean carburetors I don't know how many times, plus, you know, actual carb cleaner to spray it out, made it swell up, and it, I guess, was deteriorating as well, so I'm going to have to order a carb kit, I guess. For now, I'm probably just going to try to fit a different carburetor on there that's about the same thing, maybe just plus a primer bulb, like one from a Toro or something. But yeah, so for now I'm just gonna put this carburetor back together and put it in a bag and label it. And I guess that's the end of this video. Watch for the next video on this carburetor for the Bolens Husky 18-inch push mower. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts, and if you like this kind of content that you see on this channel and you want to see more in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one. Later.